Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'm Tahir Dhindsa and you're watching SDTV. Climate change is a wholesome change. People need to change their behavior for that just to adopt. Adaptation is one of the major component of dealing with climate change. Obviously, that need behavior change, and for that you need a narrative. Just to shape that narrative, media is very important, and then especially the television media and the digital, because it reaches your telephone, that reaches in your pockets, and you can watch it all the time. If it can shape narrative, I think that is that to stop pollution, stop carbon at the source. India is a huge country, and obviously the ecosystem, like Pakistan, is also very delicate, because water utarta hai Himalaya se aur upar se, it comes down, and it's very delicate ecosystem. We have today with us Mr. Hridayesh Joshi, who is a journalist, independent writer and researcher. He spent years in making documentary film close to the subject. Mr. Joshi, very warm welcome. You have come to Pakistan to attend the 26th Sustainable Development Conference of the SDPI. Tell us how you are shaping narrative there.
See, first of all, thank you very much. I mean, I was overwhelmed by the kind of welcome we have received here. People are very nice. You have asked, and you have asked me to speak about what role media can play in narrative shaping.
And how you are doing it.
How I am doing this. So I have 2-3 prong advice how I am doing it and how we can do it about. One is about what role climate change is directly playing on people's life. We have to find a narrative, and we have to find a story structure for it. If we keep saying the way it has been, it has been told to us for many years, people have fed up about it. So we will have to touch the life of people, how it is directly affected. For example, both India and Pakistan are cricket-loving countries. They love cricket. If you tell people that the rising global warming, global heating will make it impossible to have cricket matches in future,
especially in Lahore and Delhi.
Lahore, Delhi, Ahmedabad, Amritsar, anywhere. Both countries have extreme heat and extreme cold weathers. So people will immediately relate to it. Another thing, in India also, and I strongly believe in Pakistan also, people love coffee, and India, actually, I don't know about Pakistan, but a lot of coffee is grown also. So if you tell that your coffee will vanish, and in the world the coffee production will be totally reduced, and you will not get coffee, or you will get it at a whopping price, people will understand this. These are the things we should definitely deal in a way. Second is, I definitely want to say one thing which you said while introducing me, that there is a television media, there is a digital media. Today in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka, all these countries of South Asia, Junubi Asia, which we call, there are more than 500 TV channels began. I'm being conservative and careful. More than that, it will be 500 TV channels. But most of the TV channels tell you about climate or anything, any impact of climate change, global warming. When something starts happening, they do not tell about the gradual impact which is happening, because of 2-3 reasons. Most of the TV channels are TRP driven. They need the cockfight every evening so that people watch them. Or they sell cricket, they sell cinema, they sell crime. But they will not tell you about how it is impacting agriculture, how it is impacting your gender issues, how it will impact. So it is very important that we, and one more thing is that they are mostly backed by the corporate money. So corporates will deal with profit making. They will try to sell a lot of things. But in climate, if you want to deal with climate, we need to have sustainable lifestyle. We need to have, you use as much as you require. Don't waste. But what market tells us that you use 4 cars, use 5, you have 5 houses, eat pizza, burger, everything.
Joshi, tell me one thing. Do you think at the grassroots level, people are educated enough on the climate, but do they have the feeling that, that hits here at your heart, which pushes them to change their lifestyle?
Yes, lifestyle is a problem of urban classes mostly, but you said at ground people know. In rural areas, the farmers know what is happening to them because they had a conventional wisdom. Now that conventional wisdom is telling them why the rain is happening at such time, why the hailstorm is happening, which was not happening earlier. So they are understanding it, and they are also raising the question which you raised, very important question, that lifestyle. Their carbon footprint, if you go to Sundarbans in West Bengal, they have negative carbon footprint, Tahir Saab. They do not use any appliance. They are very simply, they are growing vegetables and eating rice and vegetable. But now the cyclones, increasing frequency of cyclones
in Bay of Bengal,
and Sundarban area, Bangladesh, India, and even it will happen in east coast of India also, west coast of India also. The whole land of the field, agriculture fields have become saline. So what they are doing now, a method of adaptation, they have stopped growing rice, they are using the crab farming, kekda palan. The crab, because their demand is in the Southeast Asia. But there may be a situation when that also becomes very difficult. So they are raising this question, so it is duty of the urban India, urban people, 200 million strong middle class which lives in India, that you use resources sustainably. In Delhi, now there is a warning that because of extraction of groundwater, and I'm sure it may be happening, it will happen sometime in Lahore and Karachi and Islamabad also, extraction of water, the land may cave in any time.
Yeah, cave in Quetta.
And you are building
in Quetta, they say the city has sunk for a couple of inches. That's land may cave in, or otherwise it will become arid like Durban, like South Africa. You have no water. Islamabad is a bit fortunate because aquifer is replenished directly from the Himalayas. You have seen this. Yeah. These are the foothills of Himalayas. Yeah. But Lahore and Karachi, it's very crucial. And they are big cities.
Yeah, and you told Himalaya, it is all a continuous range starting from Afghanistan till east Arunachal Pradesh in India.
And China as well.
And we know that the Himalaya is now melting at a higher speed, double speed, which was melting a few decades back.
Yeah, so there would be no glacier. I mean, sometimes I feel very strange. If Gangotri is not there, would there be no Ganga?
Yes. And this Gangotri you talk about, Gangotri, Yamunotri, all these places, these rivers have only 2% of their water from the glaciers. How they get the strength is from from the forests. Forest. I've done a full article. I can give you how these forest rivers strengthen the Ganges and Yamuna. But if the forests are cut, two things will happen. The forests work as a shield for the glaciers. Glaciers will melt rather fast. And if you are cutting down the forest, there will be no forest river. So you will get caught in the double whammy. Your glaciers will go down and
Yeah, Joshi, it's player talking to you, and I don't want to stop this program for very obvious reasons, but we have to stop it here. Yeah. Looking forward for more programming with you.
And one thing, you give me 10 seconds, I want to say that both the countries, India and Pakistan, I include Bangladesh, Nepal, etc. We have to work together to fight this thing.
Yeah, exactly.
We may disagree on many political issues, but at one issue we come forward. That's why I like in the international forum, India and Pakistan are always together to fight the issue of...
This is climate, this is humanity, this is an issue of humanity here. Yeah. So with this we come to the end of the program. Climate can be a common agenda between India and Pakistan for the peace. Not on the fighting side, not on the conflict value side, but for the peace. With this, we come to the end of the program. Goodbye.